What's going on, everyone? Crush back here with another video. I hope everyone's doing great today. I know I am. And oh my god, we got some drama going on, boys. Which, sadly, I wish that the drama could have been over something pretty stupid. Kind of like the Dylan Danis and Logan Paul situation, which is just hilarious. Dylan Danis is such a savage. I gotta give him a lot of credit because his trolling is funny as shit, so big ups to that dude. But unfortunately, we're gonna be talking about another kind of drama that's going on right now, involving someone that's pretty much universally at this point hated by pretty much everybody, except the slight few of retards that still support him. And I'm talking about Mr. Cupcake himself. And before anyone thinks the obvious, no, I'm not talking about the sweetest dog ever, Cupcake the Pitbull, okay? Which I think it would be infinitely more hilarious if EDP went to get a cupcake, but then got confronted by Cupcake the Pitbull instead. I would love to see EDP try and wobble his way like a retarded penguin on methamphetamine. But unfortunately, that's not the video that's in question today. Unfortunately, we're talking about him once again doing something that's just heinous and just very disgusting on so many levels. So for anyone that doesn't know, which I don't know how you don't know about EDP, but I'm still going to give you a little backstory. He was a YouTuber on the platform that made pretty edgy, ratchet videos for the most part, talking about old high school stories to taking a dump in Chipotle to just shit-talking NFL teams. And I'm not going to lie, before the cupcake incident of 2021 happened, I was actually a pretty big fan of EDP. I thought he was hilarious, and I thought that, when he was losing weight, it was an awesome thing, and it just sucks seeing the direction he's ended up going down. But after 2021, just like 99% of his audience, I completely lost respect for him. I thought he was disgusting, and he honestly should die. Until recently, and by recently I mean a couple months ago, I mean I even made a video on it, but he completely tried to brush off the pedophile accusations and like the very obvious, I mean it's pretty much not accusations anymore. It's not, he's a pedophile. And he didn't own up to it until it was too little too late. And even if you do own up to it, there's no apology you can give that will ever make what you did right. You'd think you'd learn your lesson after getting canceled, completely thrown off the internet, constantly harassed online, constantly getting kicked out of hotels, and anywhere you try and live, getting fired from jobs because people find you. Dude, hell, he even tried to change his name and he got found as well. Someone on Reddit or someone that worked for like the government, who was a troll, found his name request change or whatever, and then they leaked it. This dude can't even change his name without people finding out. It's hilarious. And like I said, you'd think he'd learn his lesson. Well, the ice cream man himself, which let's be real, he's basically a double scoop of chocolate ice cream on a cone at this point because of how fucking fat he is. He got caught again. He got caught again, except this time it's much more serious. This time, I think it's actually the end. I don't think that there's any way he's going to get out of this. So if you guys don't know what specifically happened, I'll go ahead and give you kind of the spark notes of it, just because we don't have the full video of everything that went down just yet. We only have like about maybe 50% of the information at this time. But pretty much what happened was that EDP, he did the exact same thing he did again. He tried to lure a 15-year-old girl. She was 15 this time instead of 13, but obviously still disgusting. He tried to lure a 15-year-old to have sex with him. So what happened was a 15-year-old girl who I don't remember her name, and I don't really want to show her on the video just because I feel like she shouldn't be getting, I mean, big ups to her for reporting him, because we wouldn't know about this yet if she didn't go out and expose him online and bring attention to the situation. But when you're 15 and when you're a minor, I don't really feel comfortable including like pictures of kids in my videos or anything like that. I'm not EDP, okay? So I don't like doing that type of stuff. And also I feel terrible because anyone that has to go through this, they're victims, and I feel like they should be in the background and not have to worry about any pressure or anything from like YouTube or any of that type of shit. But EDP goes on one of his burner Instagram accounts because he's been banned off Instagram God knows how many times. He's probably been banned off of more shit than Donald Trump at this point. It's hilarious and very much deserved, obviously. But he goes on his Instagram, and bro, his social medias in general, they're like the weirdest fucking... Dude, if you weren't a predator, they maybe would be kind of funny, but dude, when you're a predator and you call yourself the big sexy EDP. Okay, dude, nah, it just sounds so cringe. Half of that's right. Like, again, you're the size of fucking Violet Boulevard or Boulevard or whatever her fucking name is from Willy Wonka. But you definitely aren't sexy. And if people do consider you sexy, then maybe they should, get some therapy or go to a mental hospital. The same type of people that think EDP sexy are probably the same type of people that get aroused whenever they see Calvin Klein's newest ads of all the fat people on the side. It's so empowering and enlightening. They're so brave for eating a cheeseburger. Anyway, though, getting back onto the topic before I keep roasting this fat ass, EDP starts messaging this 15-year-old girl, and at first the 15-year-old girl, she didn't even know who EDP was, but after looking into him, she thought that he was very disgusting, obviously, and she thought that it wasn't even him, it was like a fan account or something like that, or it was just someone impersonating him. But eventually, after probably like a day or however EDP sent, or after messages were exchanged or whatever, she realized it was the real EDP. So EDP and her, they were talking for, I don't quite know how long. I think it was probably a couple weeks or maybe, I don't know. But I know that Gideon and Skeeter Jean, when they had her on the live stream, they have been in contact with her for 2 months, so she's probably known EDP for a couple months at this point, I want to say. EDP's whole plan, though, was that he was trying to wait until this 15-year-old turned 16, and I guess he lives in Arizona now, because he used to live in Bakersfield, California, but, I mean, if you get found out you're a pedo, especially in California, which is basically gangland at this point, well, they're not going to put up with that, just like any other person. So he ends up getting kicked out of his apartment, and he's struggling to find anywhere to live, and I guess he eventually finds Arizona to live in. And he's trying to get this 15-year-old girl when she's 16 to come to Vegas so that he can sleep with her and do all this disgusting stuff. Bruh, she was even talking about, some of the disgusting stuff, which is already weird in general, but like, dude, this guy's so in love with food that he wants to eat it on top of her. This guy wanted to eat sushi off of her, which is, I'm not even joking. It's just, he actually said that according to the girl. And, I mean, there's no proof to really back it up at this time. But, I mean, why would she lie? Why would she lie about that? And considering who EDP is, well, are you really that surprised? Because I'm not at all. The girl, though, was clearly uncomfortable. And I do have to give a big ups to the girl again. Because it can be, when you're that young, you can be manipulated so easily, especially by someone, even if they are, like, known for a very bad reason. You can get manipulated easily by people that are in lines of power, even EDP in this case, even with what power left he had. But the girl, she ended up doing the right thing at the very end, which I'll get to in a second. But that's not the only thing that happened, though. She was clearly uncomfortable. She didn't want to, engage in that type of talk, I'm sure. And she at one point tried to tell him that she's bi, which she ended up saying on the Gideon interview that she was bi. And bro, this man sent EDP's had some of the creepiest photos ever, from that one bed picture he sent that decoy 13-year-old 2 years ago in 2021 to his Uber driver picture where, bro, the Uber driver picture, he looks like a FNAF character, I'm gonna be honest. He looks like an animatronic. He looks like Black Chica holding a cupcake. He's the Black Chica holding a cupcake. That's EDP, okay? In FNAF, whatever number we're on, EDP is gonna be featured, just wait. But this man, he sent a picture of him wearing makeup because he was trying to tell her, oh, so when you're attracted to women, I'm a pretty girl or something like that. Dude, it's like that one clip from SpongeBob where Patrick's a girl and he's like, am I a pretty girl? Or something like that. That's EDP right there.
Am I a pretty girl?
Oh, well, you're beautiful.
You don't look like a girl, dude. You look like a drag queen pedophile. That's what you look like. I don't know a whole lot else, though, of their conversation, but I do know that during this time, the girl had reached out, I'm assuming to her mom, and told her mom about everything that's going on, and the police, and they were doing an in-depth investigation of EDP. The police were in touch with the messages, and I think Skeeter Jean was behind pretty much the whole thing. I think he was helping out behind the scenes as well, and Gideon obviously knew about it as well. And they were keeping it all on the down low for a long time. That is until the girl, I guess she just, I guess she had enough of it. And what they're originally going to plan doing, and when I say they, I mean like the girl and like her family and the police and all that. What they were planning on doing was waiting for the right time to catch EDP when he wasn't expecting anything. But the girl, I guess she had enough of it, which I don't blame her. She's a champ, honestly, for even putting up with this pedophile for this long. She had enough of it and decided to straight up expose him online. And after she exposed him online, he found out pretty quick, putting on the wings of redemption, tears and all that, giving the sob story like, "You're dead to me, why did you do this?" Or whatever, fucking pussy bitch. And since she decided to put it out there, what Skeeter and Gideon did was just hilarious, and I can't wait for the full video because this shit's gonna be funny as fuck. What they did was, and I feel like I have to say allegedly just because we don't have the full video yet, is they hired a PI, a private investigator, to follow EDP around and find his routes and where he was going. Then they ended up pulling up on him, and Skeeter, being the professional, calm dude he just had his clipboard out wearing his like little suit. And he started asking EDP questions. And Gideon over here on the other hand, bro, I thought he wore a dress at first, but what he ended up wearing was a cupcake suit. Fucking genius, man. Fucking genius. I love Gideon. He's my boy, man. You can just tell EDP's pissed. He's not having any of it. He's actually getting kind of aggressive. He's saying kiss my ass and this and that. And he ends up walking inside. And we don't see what happens next, at least until the video happens. But apparently, according to Gideon, what happened next was EDP came back out and started threatening them, cussing them out, and getting all angry and shit. And I can't wait to see that. That shit's gonna be funny as fuck. EDP had an interview with another YouTuber. I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry, dude, but you're awesome. I'll put you on the screen. He's interviewing EDP, and there's 4 people in the Discord call. It's EDP, it's the 2 YouTubers. I think both of them are YouTubers. I'm not sure. I only recognize one of them. And then secretly the 4th person's Gideon, and his Discord handle is called EDP Lover whatever, which, dude, I don't know how you don't see this coming. You got to be so goddamn retarded to... I mean, we're talking about a man that literally got caught twice at this point, so you obviously know he has 10 IQ. But mid-sentence, while EDP's about to answer a question, Gideon just breaks character, starts screaming at him, and I'll play the clip right here. It wouldn't do justice if I didn't play the clip.
I mean,
He
me
eats
personally.
cupcakes. That's what he does. What's up, Brian? Yeah, remember me, nigga?
Bro, I was dying. I was crying, man. It was so fucking funny. This man rage quit after Gideon pulled up on him. The plot thickens even more, okay? It gets even crazier. So, afterwards, what ended up happening, and this is according to the 15-year-old girl, is that EDP, after that whole, the interview, after the disaster interview he had, he ends up going to the gun range, and I don't remember if he put the girl's head on one of the shooting dummies, but he puts Gideon's head, Skeeter's head, and probably a couple other people's faces onto the dummies that you shoot at, and he starts shooting the heads, clearly angry. He also told the 15-year-old that if he goes to jail, then he's going to make sure that he doesn't go to jail alive, basically implying that he's going to get in a shootout with the cops. She also said that he buys guns illegally, which I don't know if that's true. There's no evidence to back that up. I don't even think he can afford to buy any new guns. He probably just has the old ones he's had. And come on, dude, if you can't even rizz up a regular woman, how you going to rizz up a black market dealer? You think you got enough riz for that shit, dude? That's why, if you had enough riz and had enough swag, you wouldn't be after kids, okay? Because this idiot did that, he ends up going on the FBI watch list. He's being followed by the FBI, by police, and if he tries to escape the country, the FBI is going to pull up right on him and just seal the deal and lock him up and do all that until he goes to trial, I suppose. Bro, this is looking bad. Like, I can't wait for the video to come out. I might do a reaction to it, live reaction, because I missed my opportunity to do it originally in 2021, which, my God, I wish I did in 2021. That fucking was iconic. Video of the year. So I want to watch it again. It probably won't be as hype, but it's still going to be, you know, entertaining, I'm sure. But this is truly the end of EDP. There's no way he's getting out of this one. To be honest with you, he shouldn't have even gotten away with it the first time. In fact, if you really think about it, we only know of the times he's gotten exposed for doing this. I wonder how many other kids he tried to hit up in the DMs. It's scary. It's actually scary. Like, I'm not even joking. This is why I'm afraid to have kids, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's people like him. But I think we can all agree, though, that he's a very disgusting human being. And when he had that kidney failure, bro, I was rooting for his death. I don't even care, because he's just such a garbage human being. But he's not getting away with it this time. He shouldn't have gotten away with it 2 years ago, and he's definitely not this time, because he's on the watch list. And I think he'll be arrested. He'll probably be arrested within the upcoming weeks. Why he's not arrested already, I have no idea, but it will make news, though. I'm sure it will make news of, you know, whatever happens next. Hopefully nobody gets hurt, because he does have guns, and I hope it's all done safe, and he can stand trial, and then he's going to be eating that prison 445 for real this time. I don't know, though. This situation, it just makes me sick, though. Like, I know I've been making jokes, but anyone that does this just deserves to go to hell. And EDP is going to stand trial, and he'll lose, and we can all rejoice, because one less pedophile will be on the streets. Anyway, though, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. It's just such a mess. It just makes me sick. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Don't get the fuck out. Y'all know the drill, and I'll see you later. Peace.